Namaste, Kia ora and good day, friends. This is Yugal Parashar, editor of the Indian News. Friends, we have with us a young man who I believe is a bundle of talent. He has got list of accomplishments or achievement. He's just 18. We'll know from Krishna Peddinti himself. Good morning, Krishna, and
Good morning.
welcome to the Indian News.
Thank you.
Krishna, for the benefit of our viewers, would you want to tell us who Krishna Peddinti is?
So, mostly an all-rounder. I've loved to involve myself in as much as I can. So when it's academics at school or sports, and especially music, those sort of my philosophy is just doing as much as I can, getting involved.
Wonderful. Krishna, I understand you have got a very big list of your achievements or accomplishment in music area of music. You play violin, you play flute, and you play piano, and you are a classical singer as well.
Yes.
So where and how did it all start?
So when I was 3 years old, mum and dad, they came home and they had bought a piano. And there was a piano inside, and I started playing, and at some point started taking lessons as well, about when I was 3.5. And since then, I've sort of enjoyed the passion of playing music, performing, and just being creative. It's sort of the creativeness is what I've always enjoyed. And ever since then, since about year 5, is when I started playing the violin and the flute as well, and got involved in singing.
So did you have a formal training sort of thing
Yes,
for
and
instruments or for singing?
in all my instruments, I've had formal training, and I've taken exams. I've taken exams till grade 8, the highest in the Royal School of Music from London. I've taken exams in all 4 instruments. And latest, I've finished my diploma as well in violin and singing with distinction.
Great. Friends, believe me, if I start reading his achievements, it will complete all my interview while reading all his achievements. So I would like to know it from Krishna himself. Tell me about your achievements so far in the field of instruments and your singing as well.
So with the diploma, I think the main ones were the diplomas. I finished in 2022, I did my violin diploma, and just recently I finished my singing diploma as well. But outside of solo performance as well, I've done orchestra, concert bands with my college. And I think quite notably in 2021 and 2022, I sang with the New Zealand Secondary Schools Choir, and that was a brilliant experience. That was quite fun.
So which college did you go to?
I went to King's College.
Wonderful. So what you are currently doing? Are you pursuing your music?
So I'm pursuing music, but mainly engineering. So I'm going to be doing first year engineering at Auckland University, as well as doing music as a double degree.
Okay. Now, what levels of proficiency you have achieved in music?
So I finished my Royal School of Music exams in all 4 instruments, and through the Trinity College London, that's where I achieved my university diplomas.
So what's your favorite thing? You love to play music, or you love to sing?
I think singing is, I love to sing because that's so easy. I don't need to bring any instrument with me. But I do love violin, piano, and flute. They're all so different in their own way. But I'd say singing, it's quite fun.
So what sort of singing have you pursued? Like you are following some gharana or those Indian schools of singing?
So I've been doing classical Western, so the likes of Beethoven, Mozart. So the Western, so they're quite
wonderful. So not the Indian classical?
No, not the Indian classical. Being in New Zealand mostly, especially through school and lessons, it's mostly always been Western classical, but that's what I've learned.
So of your long list of achievements, would you want to mention a few, like which are very close to your heart?
I think especially the New Zealand Secondary Schools Choir, that experience was just amazing. I think 56 of the country's best singers. It was such an amazing thing coming together, every 3 months and singing and performing for schools as well, primary schools for fundraising, and also some big international competitions as well. That was quite fun.
Would you want to share some of your best experiences so far of your singing or your instrumental playing?
I think in 2022, 2023, when I was leading the college orchestra, that was very fun because me and my close friends, we were organizing everything for the school and helping our director out. And that's when we really made connections with our students and really encouraging, especially the younger generations, to start getting involved in music. I mean, that was a highlight with the instruments, but with singing, especially leading those groups as well. It's quite fun because, especially those year 9s and 10s, when they first come to the college, getting them to slowly start singing and getting involved is a good thing, especially for students to start to do their creative side and build their creative sides as well.
So that prompts me to ask, are you all by yourself, or there is a group of friends who are equally passionate about the singing or the music which you pursue?
So
How does it work?
So mostly, so I do a lot of soloist performance as well, but there's lots of groups I'm a part of, and I've built great friends since year one as well. We've all been doing music, so I'm a part of orchestras, choirs, and concert bands, various groups, and through that I've met so many new people. I think that's the fun part as well, meeting new people.
So, how do you want to continue pursuing your passion? Like, you still want to go at some higher level in music only, or you want to pursue your career in some other branch or other?
I think that was sort of my choice of doing 2 degrees at once. So engineering, I have a passion for physics and math as well.
Okay.
I love the technical side of things, but I decided to keep doing music and singing.
Hmm.
And I thought I've had some of my old collegians who graduated in 2016. One of them, he's currently doing sound engineering, and he's a singer as well. And that, you know, those sort of fields I look into in the future, maybe involving my music somehow in the field of engineering.
I'm not sure, Krishna, whether you are aware the kind of achievements you have done in just 18 years of age is kind of very inspirational for people or the peers and the youngster of your age group. What would you want to tell them, how to take the career, how to pursue the music and the professional at the same time?
I'd say being in New Zealand is such a great thing because the culture here is trying everything out, especially when it comes to sports. And I'd say the creative arts industry is it's such an amazing place to meet new people and find more about ourselves. I think over the 18 years, I've found out so much about myself and sort of my passions and what I'm good at. And I think besides sport and academics, I think the creative industry is something amazing also for our brains. It's known to help with our studies. It's such a relaxing thing. And I think it's something, especially the younger generation, should always keep trying to figure out if can I perform music or do I like, especially because everyone loves listening to music, especially. So I think it's always giving it a try.
So what's your message to your youngsters or the peers,
I
how
think
they
just
should pursue their careers?
I think just give whether it's in the schools or outside, is just getting involved, signing up for different activities, because that's also how I started, is signing up for new activities and just trying new things out. That's what I'd recommend.
You think since you are born here, I just came to know you are born here. So does that give you an edge to assimilate in the mainstream here and going places and even in the local Kiwi society, as compared to the people who have recently moved here or made New Zealand home? Does that give you an advantage?
I'd say it would, because I've understood the culture for such a long time and I've grown up like that. And I think it's definitely easier for me to get involved in all these things and definitely more open-minded. But I'd say even for international people, if they're coming to live in New Zealand, there's always opportunity in such a welcoming country. There's always opportunities to try new things out.
So do you see any career or future in classical singing and instrumental which you play?
I think there are possibilities, but right now I think that's why I'm also doing engineering, is sort of keeping my options open. So I'd love if I could find a career, something to mix the two together. I know sound producing is getting very popular now, so that could be an option, but I'd definitely love to keep music. If I maybe do a couple concerts here or there for fun or sing with groups, I think that's what I'd definitely love to
So
do.
you definitely see some scope or career in your passion.
Yeah, I think there's definitely possibilities to mix them together. I think right now, obviously being so far away from the rest of the world, it is much harder to make a living career out of music. But I think there's so many possibilities to do two things at the same time and keep music together, as well as doing other professions.
So have you got any public performance slotted in coming days or in future?
Currently, I'm singing with the Auckland Youth Choir and the National Academy Choir. So we're doing a couple concerts here or there for both Auckland Youth Choir. We're competing as well. Both choirs will be competing in the World Choir Games, which will be very fun, going up against some of the world's best choirs in different categories. But here or there, I'll be doing performances, especially with my music degree. I'll be performing.
What message would you want to give to people who are listening or watching you?
I think just trying everything out, and even if you're scared of doing anything, there'll always be will always be nervous to try new things out, but it'll always be fun. And the worst thing that could happen is you meet new people and you have a laugh with them. I think that's what I'd
One
say.
last question: how much would you want to, you know, or I would say I've rephrased: how much you think you owe to your passion for music, to your parents or to your family?
A lot, 100%, especially mum. She's always helped me, been there at home whenever she's needed to drive me to all, different classes or soccer games. She's always been there, and especially dad.
Like every mom.
Yeah, everyone, especially, I think, and dad especially, for continuing to support me, both parents, always supporting me whenever I've signed up to another thing and made my timetable even busier. They've always supported me in trying new things out, and I've always appreciated that.
Krishna, I realize you recently have got some major achievements of your music career. Would you want to tell us about it, and for the benefit of our viewers as well, if you can just sing a few lines?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd be happy to. So recently in December, when I was in New Plymouth, I managed to meet and sing for Dame Alvina Major. She is a
okay.
legend in the singing community. She was one of the first female singers to be knighted for her singing, and so that was a lovely experience. And as well as back in 2022, I'd say we also New Zealand won the World Singing Championship with the New Zealand Secondary Schools Choir. We placed first in our international
Oh,
competition.
wonderful! So you were part of that team.
Yeah, part of that
Oh,
team. So
great.
it was fun.
Would you want to sing a few lines for our
Yes,
viewers?
we love. Happy to.
Yeah.
Einsam wandelt ein Freund im Frühlingsgartens, Bild vom Lieblings, aber liegt umflossen, Asktuch wanken der Bluten zwei gezitet. Adelaide, Adelaide, in der spiegelnden Flut, im Schnee der Alpen, in des Sinken des Tages Goldgewölke, im Gewilde der Sterne strahlt dein Bildnis Adelaide. Ein der Sinken des Tages Goldgewölke, im Gewilde der Sterne strahlt dein Bildnis, dein Bildnis, Adelaide.
Wonderful. That was awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. So, friends, this was Krishna Peddinti for you. He's a bundle of talent, so much into him, like he's at the same time pursuing his passion, and now he's looking to join Auckland University as his career as an engineer. So, thank you so much for your time, Krishna,
Thank you.
and all the very best for all future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.